Hello everyone. Today we will discuss how force can change the shape of an object. This video is in continuation of the previous video regarding the same topic, force. If you haven't seen that video, please go and check that video as well for better explanation of this topic. And if you like this video, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. In our previous video, we discussed that how application of force may change the direction of the motion of an object as well. But if we consider a very heavy box, then no matter how much force we apply, the box may not move. If the weight of the box is way more, then our application of force may not result in its motion. Similar is the case with a wall. No matter how hard we try to push a wall with our hands, the wall won't move. Let us now consider a few examples. In example 1, we can see that a lump of dough is placed on a plate. Force is applied by pressing it with our hands. Now, a question may arise, does it change its state of motion? Of course not. The lump of dough still lies on the plate, but due to force which is applied by pressing it with our hands, the lump of dough keeps changing its shape. Moving on to the second example, we can see that a person is seated on a bicycle, as a result of which it is constantly applying certain force on the seat of a bicycle. Now, what can be said about this situation? As the person is seated on the bicycle, there is a constant force being applied by the person on the seat, as a result of which the springs attached beneath the seat undergo a compression. Therefore, due to the force applied by the person seated on the bicycle, the springs undergo a compression. Therefore, the force applied by the person seated on the bicycle causes a compression in the springs attached beneath the seat of the bicycle, as a result of which they compress and hence a change in shape occurs. A change in shape of the springs occur because now they are in a state of compression. What can be concluded from these examples? Let us consider a few more examples discussed here. What happens when we apply force to an inflated balloon by pressing it? Due to constant force applied by both our hands, inflated balloon bursts at a particular point and hence does not remain in the same shape as earlier. What happens to the shape of dough when made into a chapati? A lump of dough undergoes a change in shape when we try to make a chapati out of it. Pressing a rubber ball placed on a table. What happens to the shape of the rubber ball when it is constantly pressed by our hands? Through these examples, we can see that force on an object may change its shape. We come to a conclusion that force may make an object move from rest. When a footballer tries to kick the ball is initially at a state of rest. But as soon as footballer applies a force to the ball, it comes to a state of motion. May change the speed of an object if it's moving. Considering the example of a goalkeeper where the goalkeeper tries to stop the ball from its hand. As soon as goalkeeper catches the ball, it retards the speed of the ball, which results in reduction of its speed and eventually to a state of rest. Changes the direction of motion of an object. When a batsman encounters a ball and tries to stroke it in a particular direction, it changes the direction of motion of the ball. We can also consider the previously discussed example where we try to divert the direction of a ball rolling on a table. May change the shape of an object. As discussed, a lump of dough by application of force can be made into a shape of a roti or a chapati. Therefore, force may cause some or all of these effects. Also, it is very important to remember that none of these actions can take place without the action of force. Neither can an object from a state of rest can come to a state of motion without the application of force, nor can its speed be changed, nor the direction, nor its shape. Moving further, we have contact forces, under which the first topic which we will discuss is the muscular force. Can you push or lift a book without touching it? Well, of course not. Can we lift a bucket without holding it? Well, of course not. Obviously, for application of force, our body has to come in contact with the object. The contact may also be with the help of a stick or a piece of rope. It is not necessary that we have a direct hand-to-hand contact with the object. It may be with the help of a stick or a piece of rope or any other object. When we push an object like school bag or lift a bucket, where does the force come from? We may often wonder that while we pick up our school bag and move, well, where is all that force coming from? Where is all the force coming from to lift up a bucket or any object, or to even push a box or do our day-to-day activities? This force is caused by action of muscles in our body and is called muscular force. Muscular force allows us to perform various bodily activities such as movement or bending of our body, expansion and contraction of our lungs, and the process of digestion. We may wonder, how are we able to do all these activities, and how does the process of digestion or the expansion and contraction of lungs in our body take place? Well, all of these actions are performed by muscular force. Various animals such as bullocks, horses, donkeys, camels are used to perform various tasks for us. How are these animals able to perform any of these tasks? Well, they apply muscular forces to all the tasks provided to them. Considering the case of donkeys, where it has to carry such a load on its back, how is it able to do so? All is because of the muscular force. Since muscular force can only be applied when it is in contact with an object, it is called contact force. So that's it for today's video. If you liked this video, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.